everyone, my name is Beth and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought that I would bring to you my very first FlossTube video. Like I said in my last video, the reason that I wanted to start this YouTube channel was to start FlossTube. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link somewhere so that you can give it a watch. But right now, today, we're focusing on FlossTube, we're focusing on cross stitch. So just to give you a little bit of a brief overview on my history with cross stitch. I started cross stitching officially last year, and the reason behind that was because I was looking for some sort of creative outlet, a bit of a hobby to have, something to pass the time. I had tried cross stitching when I was about 6 years old. My nan taught me how to cross stitch, but I never really stuck with it, and I'd never even thought about it for years. But I am so glad that I started doing it again. I think this community is just so welcoming and so lovely. I've actually wanted to make YouTube videos for a really long time now, and being a part of this community is what has given me the confidence to do it. I started an Instagram earlier on this year, so that's when I started to get to know everybody. And like I say, I've been seeing a lot of other people doing FlossTube, and I thought that I would jump in and get involved. So I wanted to use this video kind of as a July update. It is actually the 1st of August today, but obviously I haven't done any. Oh no, is it the 2nd of August? I think it's the 2nd of August. It's the 2nd of August today, but I've not done any stitching yet, so I kind of want to close off July, and we can have a bit of a chat about what I've done for the past month. So we're going to start off with my finishers. I did get a finish this month. I don't actually have the finished product here with me today because it was a gift. This one was for my auntie. She had a special birthday last month, and my auntie is a very sentimental person. Sometimes whenever we've given her a birthday card and it's got a really nice verse in it, she's teared up. So as I knew that she had a special birthday coming, I knew exactly what I wanted to do for her. The border that I used in this piece was from Wow Pattern on Etsy. I found the poem online and I used a text generator from Stitch Point, and this text is called Madrid, that's what the font's called. So I generated out the text line by line, exported that and used that as my reference to stitch. If you guys are planning on doing something like this, just to forewarn you that it doesn't really come out as a kit, or a pattern. It kind of just comes out as a line and a line and a line, and you have to kind of manually count the stitches. I then went from my centre point and counted half out in order to kind of stitch along. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, the generator that Stitch Point has is really handy, especially if you're trying to make a pattern from scratch rather than having to either kind of draw it out on square paper or fiddle around with it on some digital software. It does it all for you, so I found that really handy. If you're interested in that, there will be a link in the description. And yeah, my auntie really liked it. She really appreciated it. Like I say, she is quite sentimental, so that sort of stuff is really what she likes. So that was my only finish this month. We're going to move on to my whips. This being my first video, I understand that you guys haven't seen anything that I'm working on yet, so I won't have any kind of before pictures, but I'm going to try and add in something so that you can see the final product when it will be finished. So this first one that I've got is called The Fellowship of the Ring, and this is by Luton Pattern. I got this on Etsy. I will put a link in the description for everything that I speak about in this video. This is as far as I've gotten so far. This is my first full coverage piece that I've ever done. It is just on a 14 count white eider, and I gridded it with, it was actually with some thread, which people say that you shouldn't really do, but I didn't have anything else handy, so it has really helped. This was my first experience with gridding and I think it's amazing. It's kind of a no-brainer that it's just so good. It took me about a day to grid all of this, but I think it was a day well spent. It was certainly worth it for the amount of hours that I've actually put into it. I think this actually does look like a slightly different blue on the video. It's a bit more of like a darker navy kind of blue. So I really enjoy stitching on this piece. It probably is, although I've not finished it, it probably is my favourite project. As you can probably tell, I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, and I just also enjoy it from a stitching perspective, because just stitching the blocks of colour means that I don't have to look at my pattern constantly. I can watch TV or watch YouTube whilst I'm stitching. Coming down to this part here, when I've finished and it's all kind of in line here, I will have finished page 2. So yeah, I am just doing it in order of the pages, so page 3 will come along here. That's my little needle minder from Agnes Little Minders. Again, the link will be in the description. But yeah, that's my first whip. I think I've made a decent amount of progress with it. On my Instagram, I count the stitches. I think that I'm about 26% of the way there. So we're about a quarter done. The one regret that I have with this piece is that I did it with 2 strands on a 14 count eider. Like I said before, I am relatively new to cross stitch, so all of the pieces that I've worked on have all been 14 count eider. I am interested in trying out new fabrics, trying out different counts, but for now I'm kind of staying within my comfort zone. On another piece that I'm going to show you, I did start stitching with 3 strands on 14 count eider, and I think it looks so much nicer. So I did kind of consider restarting this and putting it up with the 3 count, because you can see, I don't know if you can see it on here. Yeah, you can. You can see all of the white over here bleeding through. So in the end I decided not to, because I think with a dark background and when it's framed you won't be able to tell so much, and it is, I guess it is quite nice that you can see that it is cross stitch and that it's not just a photo. So okay, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do if you were in my position and you had gotten this far, thousands of stitches in and a quarter of the way there? Would you start it again, just so that it will look just as you want it to look? Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2 is this pattern here. This is a Rendale Designs, but it was kitted by Bothie Threads, and it is this beautiful piece. How adorable is that? So this is called Afternoon Nap, and as you can see, it's of 3 foxes having a little nap. The speckled background and eider is kind of what drew me to these patterns, and when I saw these foxes I just thought, oh, they are just so cute, so I have to stitch them. I am pretty sure that I am probably going to do a lot of these, and this is the progress that I've made so far. So we're starting on, this one, this guy right here, knees upside down sleeping. I'm going to show you as best as I can. There we go. So yeah, I've made decent progress on this. This was one where it was a little bit tricky to start with, but it's getting easier as I stitch. I was finding that because the different colours aren't really in blocks like on my previous piece, because you have to go in different kind of shapes, just being one stitch off means that it's completely off. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so if I do something wrong, I will unpick it and redo it. So I think I had to unpick this, it was either 2 or 3 times before I was on the right track. But now that I've gotten there, and we have got a big kind of chunk done, I'm making less mistakes, so that's really, really good. But I do kind of know that if I'm working on this one, I need to concentrate a bit more. The needle minder that I've got here was from the Badge Shack UK. Rachel there does custom needle minders and custom badges as well. So I had this one made with my logo on it, which I thought was really cute. That's this piece. I'm quite excited for this one to be finished, and like I say, what drew me to this is the speckled eider. I think that it is gorgeous. Like I said before, it's 14 count because everything that I'm working on at the moment is 14 count. So yeah, that's whip number 2. So my last whip that I have to show you guys is called Sailor Moon Staff, and this is from Sarah at the Cross Stitch Salon. This is what it will look like finished, and this is where I've got so far. So when I mentioned previously about having a piece that is on 14 count that has got 3 stitches, this was the one that I was talking about. So as you can see, I've started doing kind of half of the bow, and we've got a bit of the staff coming along down here. I might take this out of the frame actually just to show you guys the fabric that I'm using. This Ida is gorgeously printed. It is from Claire Brown X Stitch on Instagram. Look at that! That is that Ida. Whoops. I just saw it and I thought it was absolutely stunning. So cute, so pretty. And I had already seen that Cross Stitch Fanatic, or the Cross Stitch Salon, does a lot of Sailor Moon art. So when I saw this fabric, I thought the pink and the yellow from Sailor Moon will just complement it really nicely and be really cute. So that's what I went with. This needle minder is another one from the Cross Stitch Salon. I got another one of her kits and it came with it. And it's just this really pretty kind of, the sequins are almost like scales, and you will see why when I show you what the next piece is. So yeah, that's as far as I've got with that one. Those are all my whips. There are only 3, I'm afraid. I am a fairly monogamous stitcher, so in the past whenever I have been working on a project, I will be working on one at a time. I am the kind of person that enjoys seeing progress, and I just find that if I'm working on too many things, it won't feel right that I'm not getting anything completed. So yeah, I will probably stick to only be working on about 3 at a time, which I think will make these videos a little bit shorter. But if you watch my last video, you know that I can't speak consecutively on these videos anyway, so it'll probably be better for me to not have to sit in front of the camera for too long. We'll move into the haul part of the video now. I'm going to be honest, since lockdown, my wallet has taken a beating with cross-stitch purchases, and I'm pretty sure that most of them were within July, but I don't want to keep you guys all day, so I will just go through a few things that I've got. I did get, so the little frame that I used for Sailor Moon, I bought that. I bought a bobbin winder. I sorted out all of my storage. If you are interested in seeing what I've been up to recently, go and check out my Instagram. The handle is @StitchWithBeth. Again, it will be in the description. And I have just completed the 31-day cross-stitch challenge made by oh, how have I forgotten her name? I've been Instagramming her every day for the past month. Is it Mel Stitching Stuff? Mel Stitching Stuff. I was nearly there. Mel Stitching Stuff. I've just completed that, so there's quite a lot of different things that I posted every day. Go and check that out if you're interested. But anyway, we will move on to my haul. So I mentioned before that I got another kit from the Cross Stitch Salon, and this is it. It is Spyro the Dragon, who is a video game character, and I played Spyro so much when I was a kid, and they recently remastered it and I played that so much too. I honestly love Spyro and I just think that this is absolutely adorable. Sarah's kits are really amazing, so it comes with a coloured Ida and you get to pick the colour as well, and also the needle minder that I just showed you, it comes with that also. So yeah, I would really recommend her shop. If you haven't been before, definitely check it out. She has some really cute patterns and needle minders. And the other things that I got that I want to show you were some more Idas. Again, we're sticking with the 14 count. But yeah, I will branch out. I have got plans to branch out onto different fabrics and different counts. That will be coming soon, I promise. So this one, these are both also from Claire Brown X Stitch again, because she just prints some beautiful Ida. There is more that I plan on getting, but I've had to kind of restrain myself and be like, no, you've got enough to be getting on with. When you've done those, then buy some more. So this is the first one with these cute little paw prints, which I thought was adorable. I have picked a pattern that I want to use this on, but I've not bought it yet. But yeah, so adorable. And this next one was something else that I saw and absolutely fell in love with, and it is this honeycomb Ida. Same again, it's from Claire Brown X Stitch. and I have actually picked a pattern and also bought it ready to go on here, so I'm really excited to start that one. The way that I've kind of planned it in my head with my cross stitching at the moment is that I have a big project, a medium project and a little project. I'm kind of classing the Lord of the Rings as my big one, the afternoon nap as my medium project, and Sailor Moon Staff as my small project. So I think that if I can kind of switch out different patterns based on their size, I can kind of have some regular-ish content rather than kind of working on 3 really big pieces and I'm just working on those for months and months and months. Hopefully doing it this way, I can work on different things and get more finished throughout the year. So yeah, that is my cross stitch at the moment. That's it for my first FlossTube. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!